Hello students, welcome again. Welcome to this next video lecture. Before proceeding further, let me remind you what we have discussed in previous video lecture. So in previous video lecture, we discussed about the human rights types and features under the title Science, Technology and Globalization. Okay, we are discussing about this, what is the relation between science, technology and globalization. And we studied that science and scientists, engineers have a relation with human rights, and these things we have studied in detail in previous video lecture. So right now we are going to study next part, that is next concept, globalization. Okay, so what is this globalization? We may say that all world have come together. Our world has come together because of this globalization, because we all are some scientists, engineers, educated people or industrialists can travel from one country to another country. Why it is possible? Because of that globalization. Then some countries can sell their product in another country, and for them it is a big market. For example, China and India, having the huge population, is the market for other industrialist countries. China is the market for Indian government, and India is the also market for Chinese government, because maximum product we are purchasing which is prepared by China government or which is made in China, and in this way we can purchase the things. But this has drawbacks. These have drawbacks. How? Because we can send our foreign currency, means whatever money we have Indian currency, it is afterwards transformed into foreign currencies. Okay, and if we purchase more products from other countries, it means that we are making the economy of that country very strong, because we are again purchasing the products which are made in other countries. Okay, then why we are not purchasing or preparing those products in our country also in our country alone? That's why our Indian government has started new initiative, that is Atmanirbhar, self-reliance, and according to that we should purchase the products which is made in our country, and we should prepare the products in our country itself. Then we can say we are Atmanirbhar, we are self-reliant. So it is the another part, or it is happening because of that globalization. So globalization is originally an economic concept. It is originally an economic concept. How? Because of this globalization, just I said that we purchase or sell the product, it is happening because of globalization. And whatever you are purchasing or selling, it requires money. That's why it is an economic concept. But today it encompasses all economic, political, social and cultural aspects. It encompasses all economic, political, social and cultural aspects. How? See here, if if there is a election in America, then American political leader will give more benefits to the people who have Indian origin, means NRIs. If there are elections in our country, then again our country will give more focus on the NRIs. Why? Because of that political purpose, because to be elected as our party. That's why it encompasses all economic, political, social and cultural aspects in the sense that we can perform different activities jointly because of cultural aspects. We can perform political activities like elections. We can take help of other countries for elections. We can send money to other countries because of political purpose, and it may be legal or illegal. Okay, again in 1780s, Jeremy Bentham coined the term international. Right now we have been using the words national, international, and this international word is coined or invented or first of all said by Jeremy Bentham in 1980s and in 1780s, and in 1980s we used the term globalization for the international. For that word we right now using the word globalization from 1980 onwards. Okay, so we can use at least 5 usages of the term globalization. What are the 5 usages of globalization? 5 usages of the term globalization. See here: internationalism or internationalization. All whatever is happening right now on international level, we can say that internationalism or internationalization. Then liberalization is related to the workers. It is related to the work which is given to all workers or employees in the world. Okay, that is called here liberalization. Again, privatization also is another word which is related to globalization. Again, universalization. All world have come together. All world has come together because of this globalization. Westernization. We are following the Western culture. That is westernization. Then deterritorialization means there are no boundaries right now. There are no boundaries left, as we are observing that whole world is our family. We all are family. But although it is, there are some conflicts regarding our borders. The recent example is between our country and Chinese government. On border, there is always conflict happening. War-like situation has happened there because of this deterritorialization, because of this globalization. Then what are the aspects of globalization? Let us see. The aspects of globalization are economic globalization, political globalization, cultural globalization. Okay, economic globalization means we all can earn money in any country. We can earn money, we can do business in any country because of that economic globalization. Political globalization in the sense that we can take or we can give help to other political parties in other countries. That is called here political globalization. For promoting our party, or any party, we take the help of politicians, we take the help of celebrities, even we can take the help of politicians of other countries. That is political globalization. Cultural globalization, we can share the cultural things between two countries. That is cultural globalization. And liberalization and privatization are the offshoots of globalization. Again, another thing, just I said before some time, that liberalization and privatization are another part of globalization. Privatization, it is happening because of globalization. Okay, so many government organizations have transformed into privatizations because their uh, reservation policy is not applicable in privatization or private sectors, and it may be you may say conspiracy. It may be conspiracy to reduce the reservation, or it may be a good thing to reduce the or to get the privatization. In anything may happen here. Then results. What are the results of globalization? See, organization, multinational companies have emerged because of the globalization. The branded companies can establish their firms, plants in any countries because of that globalization. They can form their own firms, companies or plants in different countries, and it is possible because of this globalization. Again, communication has increased. For example, satellite communication. So many countries can take help of our launching pad, from launching pad which is available in our country at Sriharikota, because other countries don't have that technology, but our country has that technology. That's why the other countries take the help of our country, and in this way also we can increase the foreign exchange, foreign currency. Okay, so it is a good thing or good sign, but we can say that it is the result of globalization. We can improve our communication, satellite communication, because of this globalization. Then accessibility of goods. Okay, whatever products we have produced in our country or prepare in our country, like crops, grains, cotton, or other products, we can prepare in our country also, as well as same product we can sell to other countries. Why? Because of accessibility of goods, and we can access these goods by transportation system, and it is possible because of globalization. Then next is flow of capital. Flow of capital means, example is that foreign currency, we can generate foreign currency, we can earn foreign currency, and it is helpful to build up our economy, to make our economy strong, and it is possible or it may happen because of globalization. Okay, so if these are the results, if these are the good results, it may have some bad results also. Okay, so another thing or another point is that what are the issues concerning human rights, what are the issues emerged because of this globalization and concerning with human rights. Let's see here, because of this globalization, what kind of issues has emerged. See here, first issue is that global poverty. See here, because of the globalization, the living standard has improved, but another side is that poverty has also improved. You can see that there are so many countries who are rich, but in those rich countries, maximum people are become poor. For example, our country India have slum areas. Why it is happening? Why? Because we are not providing proper education to all, and somehow it is called here violation of human rights. What human rights says? We should provide education to all free of cost up to 12th standard, 10th standard, primary education, secondary education, or up to the age of 14. Why? In real sense, are we providing the education to all? Not. And if we are providing the education to all, then it is very expensive. We are providing the standard education, but it is expensive. Common people or poor people cannot afford that kind of education because of more fees. Okay, and it is a issue of global poverty because of globalization. Okay, next is migration. Because of this globalization, we can migrate from one place to another place for the sake of service, for the sake of earning money, for the sake of opening new plant, opening new industry in other countries, and it is happening because of globalization. Then next point is that war and conflict. Because of this globalization, we are facing the situation like war and conflict. War like situations we are facing at different borders. For example, Pakistan and India, we have war like situation. With China, we have war like situation. With Nepal, we have war like situation because of this globalization. Then proliferation of capitalism means we have become a capitalistic mindset. We have capitalistic mindset. Everywhere we see that industries, and every industries have the motto, have the objective to earn more profit without observing any welfare of the country, welfare of the common people, and it is happening because of globalization. Then terrorism. Yes, terrorism is also improved. Terrorism has also increased. Why? Because of the invention of science and technology, and science and technology has the part of globalization. Okay, the police department or our home affairs department or safety department of a country or any other country don't have that expert weapons, good weapons or modern weapons, but terrorists have that weapons. Why? Because of that globalization. Then identity crisis means we are not giving the status to the black people in our country or other countries, or Britain countries, American countries or Australian countries somehow not giving the good status to the black people. Although we are Indians, they feel that we are black. It is called identity crisis. Identity crisis means very few people are residing in other countries and they are facing this problem, that is identity crisis. Even in our country, in our state, in our locality, in our village, wherever there is a less education, there is identity crisis. If you are a scientist but you are belong to the downtrodden family, you are not giving that kind of status to that person. If Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is a good leader, we observe him as a Muslim. If Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar is a drafters of our Indian constitution, we cannot say that he is a good leader. We cannot observe or see him as a perspective of a human being. We say that that person is belong to the downtrodden family, Dalit family, although he has prepared or drafted a good constitution, and this is called identity crisis. This person have faced this identity crisis. Okay, the next point is the security. We are improved the status of security because of this globalization. Modern technology, we have been using modern technology. For example, CCTV cameras, it is the invention of science and technology. Again, it is the part of globalization. Okay, so we have improved the security, or on the other side we have breached the security of other countries. Means another part is that hacking, cyber hacking. So it is the big issue of security regarding cyber hacking, and it is happening because of globalization. Then ecological disaster, yes, ecological disaster. We all are responsible for this ecological disaster. There are so many problems, right? Like deforestation, excessive rain in particular area, then global temperature. Okay, these are the several issues which are emerged because of this globalization. Everywhere we say that there is industrialization, everywhere we say that there is liberation, there is globalization, and because of this such kind of issues have emerged nowadays. Okay, and because of this we are somehow violating the human rights of other people, or our human rights are violated or disturbed or destroyed because of these issues, and these issues are emerged because of this globalization. Okay, so these things we observe here. So now see, one by one we can see here global poverty. Global poverty, first point is that global poverty. What is this global poverty? See, high population growth, low per capita income, and underdeveloped countries. Everywhere we say that there is a high population growth, but we have less income, and because of this there is a concern of or issue of global poverty, and those countries are known as underdeveloped countries. Okay, the disparity between north and south, there is a distinction between north and south because of this global poverty. Then within south some countries have managed to reduce this global poverty, like Sudan, Bangladesh, Ethiopia, Liberia, etc. are struggling. They are struggling for reducing the global poverty. Again, Brazil, Argentina, Tanzania are unable to resist the pressure from external institutions. These are the some South countries which are affecting by the global countries. Somehow they are managing, but they are not totally managed to reduce the global poverty. Again, migration. Migration means those who leave their home countries voluntarily. That is called here migrants. And refugees, those who flee from their countries due to war, natural disaster, and political persecution, and because of this, there is a human rights violation. IDPs, those who flee their home but remain within their national borders. These are called IDPs. So, migrants, refugees, and IDPs, they are doing their migration, and in that process, their human rights are violated. Okay, then asylum. So here, because of this migration, they are resided in the asylum. Asylum is a place for shelter. Okay, and these people, such people, these images shows that there are numbers of asylum are existed, and it says that there are so many people who are affected by global poverty. They are affected by global poverty, and that's why they are taking the shelter in these countries in the form of asylum. Then war and conflict. War and conflict like situations have emerged because of the globalization. Globalization intensified the country's lust for power and weapon in the military sphere. Again, intercontinental ballistic missiles, spy satellites have emerged because of this globalization. Every country is spying on another countries. So between 1995 and 1995, almost 70 states involved in 93 wars and killed about 55 lakhs people. Again, post-colonial period, Asia, Latin America, Africa democratized because of this war and conflict. Okay, but Arab world has excluded. There was no such kind of war. The Middle East, most restless region of the world, are affected by war and conflict. Again, capitalism, that is called a third world countries. We may observe the democracy or capitalism, and that situation or those countries are called third world countries. Then capitalism, we may say that there is economic growth, there is improvement of foreign direct investment, FDI. It is happening because of capitalism. Then establishment of big industries, that is called here MNC, multinational companies. As I said before, multinational companies have established their firms, plants in different countries. Then loss of land resources which was controlled by indigenous people, means local people who have the sole right of their land. For example, jungles and woods. Adivasi people are residing in jungles and woods. Scheduled tribes people are residing in their woods, and they know well how to preserve the land. But because of this capitalization, we are making the deforestation for forming the industries, for opening new industries, to establishing new industries. Again, because of this, new question is arised of livelihood. The question is arised of our livelihood, where they live, where the scheduled tribes people live. If there is capitalism, then we should take care of those people because they are human beings, and it is the responsibility of the state government, central government. Somehow they take care, but sometimes they also neglect. And NGOs, non-government organizations, raises the voice against such kind of violation, such kind of maltreatment given by the local government, state government, or central government. Then terrorism, yes, nature changed. Local level, regional level to global level, terrorism has changed its nature. Before it was local level happening, but right now that terrorism has reached on global level. Okay, because why it is reached to the global level? Because they have easy access to weapons. They have easy access to weapons like cyber network. They can hack the websites. They can hack the websites of the governments, different governments, and throughout that they can make a fraud, economic fraud. Okay, and this terrorism has related to these terrorist activities like Al Qaeda, ISIS, Boko Haram, Haqqan network. Okay, these are global level. These are the terrorism organizations are available on global level. Then LTTE, JKLF, Jaish-e Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Ulfa, NDFF, these are available on local and regional level, and they are spreading the violence. Terrorists has spreading the violence, and it is the violation of human rights. Okay, then ecological disasters. See here how globalization affected and made a ecological disaster. See, man-made activities like it is a threat to environment. If we are deforesting, if we want to improve the industry, we want to cut the trees, and it is affecting the deforestation. It is affecting like global warming. It is affecting like ozone depletion, pollution, loss of biodiversity, and it is happening because of globalization. That is ecological disaster. These issues cannot be isolated. These issues are global in nature, but it affects the earth. Okay, so identity crisis. Identity crisis. So let us little bit stop here. We may discuss same point in next video lecture. Till then, thank you. Let us take a break here.